Today I'm going to show you how to do a slow smoked corned beef brisket to tender, juicy deliciousness. Got about 7 pounds of corned beef total here. As you can see, I got myself a point cut and I got myself a flat cut, and we're going to be using both. So let's get them out of the cryo vat and get them seasoned. All right, so I put these in an aluminum foil pan with some paper towels at the bottom of it. What I'm trying to do is just pat these dry. Just want to dry them off a little bit and get all of that cryovac fluid off. For a binder, I'm definitely going to go with some Coleman's English mustard here. You don't have to use this if you don't want to, but I really like it, so that's what I'm using. And I'm just putting a smear right on top of each one of these briskets, and then we're just going to rub it all over. Now, to season these, I'm not using any salt because they came in a really salty brine, so I'm going to start with some garlic powder. I'm just going to hit it with some garlic powder. The reason I'm not throwing any salt on here is because they're already so salty to begin with that you would just over-salt it, and it would ruin this corned beef. So hit it with some garlic powder. Now we're going to follow it up with some onion powder, and you can layer this on pretty thick, you guys. It's a big cut of meat. It can take the seasoning. You want to give it the same treatment on all sides. And finally, we're going to come over with some coarse ground black pepper, and this is also really important because not only is it going to give it a great dose of flavor, but it's going to help us build up a nice bark. So you just want to give it a nice heavy coat on all sides of these briskets, and then we're going to fire up the smoker, and we're going to give it what for with the smoke. Got the Traeger pellet smoker fired up, running right at 250 degrees today using hickory pellets. And we're going to throw these bad boys right on the center of the grates, and we're going to get this closed, and we're going to come back in 3 to 4 hours. So after 3.5 hours, we're sitting at 162 internal, and now it's time to pull these off and get them in a braising liquid finish. Got them right in the same aluminum pan from before, and what we're going to do is we're going to start with this braising liquid by adding in 3 pints of Guinness beer. Next, we're going to add about 2 cups of unsalted, key word there, unsalted beef stock. Remember, no additional salt here, guys. So get that right in, and then we're going to come over with some pickling spice. These are the packets that came with these corned beef briskets, and that'll be just perfect. Now we're going to cover it with tin foil, and it's going to go back on the smoker until these briskets are probe tender, about another 2.5 hours or so. 2.5 hours later, we're probe tender right at 206. Now it's time to get it rested. Wow, would you look at this right here? That is absolutely beautiful. We've rested these for about an hour, and these look absolutely awesome. Now there's only one thing left to do. Let's give this a slice and see what we're dealing with here. I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut this end right off, and this is absolute, oh yeah, that is absolutely killer. Look at that. Look at that bark. That is cooked perfect. Just falls apart, man. Just falls apart. If you like what we're doing here, give us a subscribe.